I'm live. But anywho, I'm just getting out here and I'm getting out here early because once again, the sun is coming up early. And it's already 70 degrees out here. So I got my watering wand and I got my fertilizer, and that's what I'm going to be doing this morning. So I'm gonna set y'all up so y'all can be uh, watching, and then hopefully somebody will scroll in and let me know if they can hear me or not. So let me set up my tripod. And yeah, I know I'm early, but this is a weedy pop up where I pop up in my garden and show y'all what I got growing on. And oh, there's some people up, y'all. Let me go in here, y'all. Let me check the chat real quick. Scrolling in the chat. Good morning, just grow with me. Thank you for scrolling through. The Nichols 13. Thank you for scrolling through, Kizzy. Thank you for scrolling through this morning. Auntie's World, thank you for scrolling through. Good morning. Loud and clear. Thank you, just grow with me. I appreciate that. I can hear you. Thank you so much, the Nichols 13. Who else done scrolled up in here? Digging in the dirt with Tamiko D. Good morning. Thank you for scrolling through. Shelly's Homestead Hideaways. Thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. I am setting up. Y'all is up early. This is a joy. Yes, indeed. Because I thought I was going to be the only one up until, um, what time? 7 a.m. It ain't even 7 a.m., y'all. And the only reason I turned my live on is because I'm finna be working. So whilst I'm out here working until 7 a.m., then I'll give y'all a view as to what I'm doing. And I just brought my water out here. That's roughly about 6 gallons in that container right there. And it's just water, and that's what I'm about to be doing, is watering my plants. And I see some more people that scrolled in here. I see 10 people watching, 5 thumbs up. If you have not clicked that thumbs up or down to let YouTube know how you feel, please do. It helps support the channel. Thank you kindly. Mike's Chaotic Gardening. Good morning. Thank you for scrolling through. Been working since 6. Okay, just grow with me. That's good. The earlier the better. Good morning. Nisi, the garden rookie. Thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. I am just setting up. And what I'm doing is just watering right now. So let me set my watering stuff up because that's all this is. I'm going to save the fertilizer until I get ready to get started with everything, because the watering is what's going to take the longest. And I think I'm going to have to go and grab some more water because this may or may not be enough. And how everything was drooping last night, I was like, oh my goodness. But I'm thinking it was from the heat. But it's cooling off now. And my pumpkin, or whatever that is over there, is changing colors, which is good. So let me grab y'all real quick. And once again, I am not a professional with this camera. Oh my goodness, I almost dropped my jump. Okay, give me about 2.5 seconds. Oh, that wasn't the one. Okay, try this one. There we go. All right. Dang, time check. I do not know what time it is, y'all. Hang on 1 second. I gotta scroll. Oh, okay. Well, I still got some time for slackers. All right, Mike, get them. Thank you kindly. Please hit that thumbs up. It helps support the channel. Hands in the dirt. Good morning. Thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. Early birds get her done, and that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm out here watering, and let me show y'all the most beautiful flower I have ever started from seed, and I did not know what it was, but yes, hunty, look at her, and she got flowers all down here now. Oh my gosh. How beautiful is that? Well, to me, she is so lovely. And look how thick she is. And I planted more than one seed. Yes, I did. But only one. To which, wow. And I'm glad only one came out of there. Because if any more, I think it probably would have busted my little hanging pot there. That is the... And just because I got these seeds from Casey's, it's a peppermint stick, a balsam peppermint stick. That's what it's called. Plant. And she is pretty. I will plant her again, and I hope I can get some seeds. And she is full of ants, y'all. Wow. And when I say full of ants, they just jumped on my hand. So yeah, let me go ahead on and get with this good watering program because I've been slacking on my watering, over fertilizing. Yeah, you heard me. I over fertilized. Yes, I did. And I'll show you some proof in a minute once I get there. But let me go down here and start from the bottom because I'm here. Pun intended. Uh-oh, I done turned on my... Yeah, starting from the bottom because I'm here. I came down here with my broom already so I didn't get hit by spider webs. Down here is my second round of potatoes, to which I'm hoping they germinate soon because I only got a couple more months for this growing season. This is my... I done move stuff around. What are you, girl? Hold on. Currants. Yeah, that's what it is. Because I still see some. To which I don't understand how. Oh, Lord, let me fix this thing. Because I can't keep on doing this. My tripod won't cooperate now. It was working like 2.5 seconds ago. But anywho, I see currants. Right there. To which the birds be swooping on them. They used to swoop on them when I first got them. And I still did not fix it. But anywho, I got to keep it pushing because I ain't trying to get caught up by this sun. And all I'm doing is watering. It's not going to rain for another 3 days. And it has not rained all week, all weekend. It did not rain. We got a little sprinkle, a little drizzle. This pot right here is my black cherry, to which I'm still confused about it. What's growing on? I took a piece of rosemary and stuck it in here. And apparently it has rooted because it's bigger. When I stuck it in there, it was very small. But let me turn this around real quick. When I put it in here, it woke up out of dormancy with these leaves. A cold snap happened and took them all out, but a couple of them hung around. Then it developed another branch and these leaves came out. And I'm like, what is it? Why is it two different kind of leaves? But it's the same way with the figs because I thought I knew a fig leaf, but no, I don't. Because apparently you can have two different type of leaves on a fig plant also. To which, yeah, I learned that from growing so many figs. This is my yasterberry, and I need to prune those leaves off. Those are either from being dry. That's why I'm out here watering early. These are millennial onions, and they are starting to bulb. It's going to be a purple flower on these onions. And this is my comfrey, to which I'm going to take a piece of this root and put it in another pot and just have a pot of comfrey. And I check the chat once I get up this step, y'all, because I ain't trying to hurt myself over here. This is my Duke blueberry over here putting on new growth. So I'm not going to prune it yet. I'm going to wait. I think I done got all the berries off of here. Some elude me sometimes. This is just a marigold over there in the corner of the pot. And I'm only watering once a day right now because it's not over 90 degrees any longer. When it was over 90 degrees, like last week, I was out here in the morning and in the evening watering twice a day. This is my black cohosh right here. And I came and put some corn in the pot because I'm ready for this pot to start growing something else other than this black cohosh plant here. So, did I put 3 in there? What the world? Wow. Yep, it's 3 of them. I thought it was only 2. But there are 3. Let's grow. Because I'm not changing them. And I don't grow 10-foot corn. I grow majority of the small varieties, fast maturing corns. Hopefully that's a fast maturing corn. I forgot which ones I planted out here. This is my yarrow, to which I'm going to chop and drop it again because it is got a lot of leaves. What color? I don't know because I put more seeds in here, so it's various colors. This is my whatever it is from seed indoors and I brought it outside. It was over there getting dried up and it wasn't doing good, so I put it in a bigger pot and I brought it over here so I can try to bring it back because the flowers are pretty and spiky, but I left it over there unattended in a small pot and it was struggling. These are my Arctic raspberries that flower off and on with some garlic chives right here. And this is my lily pot, to which I done cut all the tops off because the flowers died off. I didn't know I could get seeds from the top, but it takes longer to germinate lily seeds than it does just to grow up from the bulbs. And because I'm not seeing all of my bulbs coming back, I might go in there and try to rescue a couple for next season, to which I really didn't want to do that, but I don't see my red lilies have not shown, and I don't know what these are, but they have not flowered either. Okay, here I come, y'all. I'm coming to the top now. I only got 2 hands, and yeah. Let me put this down somewhere. Okay. Scrolling in the chat. Uh-oh, y'all. It jumped on me. Dang. Okay. Scrolling in the chat. I think I seen. Hit that like button. Thank you to Nichols 13. Pretty, thanks. Nice, thanks. Neat. Where did you get them from? Oh man, I missed it. Where did I get what from? Mm. Tamiko D. Sorry. Scrolling through the chat. Rob in the garden. Thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. The Scaredy Cat Gardener. Good morning. Thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. I'm out here fertilizing. And what time is it, y'all? Is it 7 o'clock? Okay. It is. So hang on one good time because now I can do my intro. Welcome, gardening comrades. I am GMama Growz HardInTheGarden. Thank you for scrolling through, and I would appreciate your support of my channel by clicking that like button. I got out here early this morning because the sun is coming out even earlier, and I ain't got no sleeves on. Yay for me. Finally, no coat or nothing, but I would like some sleeves. But anyway, here we are, and let's grow. Because what I'm doing is watering, but I'm going to hold up on my water, and we're going to start fertilizing. And let me go ahead and get something together so I can set y'all up and do this at the same time, because that's what I could have been doing instead of watering. But this is what happens, fertilizer, when you have fertilizer in your water and it's hot out here. Yeah, this is what it does to your plants. So I will be over here cleaning up. This is my plum tree right here that took damage, and also my kiwi. Oh, my poor kiwi. But anywho, let me quit reminiscing over my plants, y'all, and set y'all up so I can get set up with this good tripod. I'm gonna scroll in the chat one more good time while I'm setting this up. Sorry about all the clankety clank, but I can't leave my phone over here because the air conditioner will drip, and I ain't got that type of time to do. So let me scroll in the chat real quick. Uh-oh. I don't know what that was about. Speaking, scrolling in the chat. You early today. Yes, Miss Shirley. I see you on time. Good morning, Miss Shirley, OG Gardener. Thank you for scrolling through. Scrolling in the chat. Scrolling in the chat. Everybody is speaking. What she say? Don't have my glasses. I may miss you. Oh, that's okay, Miss Shirley, OG. I know it's early for you, and I appreciate you being here. Yes, I do. So I'll be over here grabbing one of my stands, one of my plant stands, and it's going to be that one with that tomato on it, so I can set up my station for my fertilizer. So give me one quick second so I can find somewhere. Oh Lord. Okay, hang on, y'all. I gotta go over here with my, because I ran into a spider web. Golly. Look at him. Look at him. Yeah. But keep a broom on deck just for stuff like that. And I should have known better, but that's why I got this big hat on too, because it'll hit the hat before it hit my face. Lucky for me. And this is the red robin tomato that I started indoors in my DWC. And like I said, I burnt it since I've been out here, and I'm going to fix it once I'm done with my fertilizer. And I want to use this stool, so I think this will be a okay spot. Maybe I can fix this some kind of way. Uh-oh, sorry y'all, I am not a professional, but I'm working on it. I'm working on it. all I need to do is get that in the camera anyway, so y'all can see what I'm doing. Okay, so while I'm here, let me scroll in this chat one more good time, because I don't know when I'll be able to see it again. Good morning, everybody is speaking. Okay, I think I'm caught up real quick. So, I don't know if it's gonna work or not. But I'm gonna go for it. The fertilizer that oh Lord, I don't want to show y'all the thing, but yeah, because that ain't what it is. But it is Bud Charge. Bud Charge is a water soluble powder. And I guess I will show y'all because I know people are into products. This product is not sponsored or endorsed by YouTube or me. This is just what I use. Starting. And I typically don't do this out here, but because I am vlogging and I know I get a lot of questions, this is what I'm going to do. And I'll fix it back once I get back in the house. Good grief. But, yeah. Like I said, this product is not sponsored or endorsed. This is just what I use in my garden. And I'm going to be fertilizing with the Blooming Fertilizer by Mighty Plants called Bud Charge. And it's for my flowers and fruits. It is water soluble, like I said, a 0-50-32. And no nitrogen because I don't need any more green on my plants except for one or two, to which, yeah, I ain't worried about it because they got fruits on them and flowers, and that's what this is for. But I give them different fertilizers. Yeah, I'll be hearing people saying nutrients, but that's not correct. What happens is we give plants fertilizer, we give the soil fertilizer and the plants. Okay, let me quit fumbling around with that bag because it's getting on my nerves. That's why I take it out and put it in different contraptions. That's what's going to happen with this once I get done. But anywho, fertilizer and nutrients, yeah. Fertilizer is for the soil. The plant absorbs the nutrients from the soil. That's what I meant to say. So I'm just saying, I'll be hearing people say, I'm finna give my plants these nutrients. I just be tickled. But anywho, back to this. I have my mixing cup. And okay, this is new for a lot of people. So let me explain my mixing cup. Because I mix a lot of hydroponic nutrients. Point right here. These are water soluble hydroponic nutrients, but they also can be used in the soil. And if you are new here, these are the type of nutrients that I use because I do a lot of hydroponic growing, and I don't want to buy separate soil fertilizer for my plants when I can use the same fertilizer for my hydroponics. Now, soil fertilizer, okay, hang on, because I got to come to the front when I say this. Because, yeah, I want to say it with my whole face. Yeah. Oh, these flies. Don't do me, flies. But anywho, I done lost my train of thought because of these flies and this fertilizer, because this is what I'm talking about. Hang on, it'll come back to me. So let me go back and it'll come back to me because I had a point to make about this fertilizer. But anywho, let's carry on. Oh, hydroponic fertilizer. This is what I'm about to say about that hydroponic fertilizer. And soil fertilizer being two different things. So it has come to my attention that people are trying to use organic fertilizers in their hydroponics. You can't do it unless you're a specialized scientist that understands. I'm moving out of the way of that dripping of that air conditioner. But yeah, unless you're involved in science and things like that, because those are two different, hear me now, microbes, if you understand that. Soil microbes cannot breathe in the water, and they will clog up your system and have different insects, yeah, come in to your system. Whereas there is also confusion with hydroponic nutrients always being synthetic, where that is not true also, because there are a lot of American-based companies that are making more organic-based fertilizers. You just have to do your research. So I think I just smudged myself. But anywho, ew. But yeah, you just got to do your research. And from growing, if you're using hydroponic nutrients, it's going to indicate on the package. Hang on, let me see if I can find something that says, real quick. Come on, help me out now. Dang, I don't see it. Well, isn't that something? But water soluble, it'll usually say for soil and hydroponics. But like I said, if you do your research on it, it'll let you know. And this does say at the bottom, soil something or another. Soil ecosystem at the bottom. But I also use this in my hydroponic system. But to make a long story short, I implore you to do your research on your fertilizers, because a lot of them, oh my goodness, y'all. I forgot my blackstrap molasses. I'm doing all this talking. I gotta go get my blackstrap molasses because some of them, well, I know they do need it. So let me run and go grab that. And by me being in the hood, I cannot leave y'all out here, so y'all gonna have to take a trip with me until I can go do that. And I'm trying to get this tripod so I can work with it while I'm indoors because it's a tight squeeze. Let me scroll in the chat while I'm here. Scrolling in the chat, scrolling in the chat. Miss J.K. Gardner, good morning. Thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. I need to go in here and grab some blackstrap molasses. Oh Lord, I gotta be quiet because my computer is on. So give me about 2.5 seconds to walk through here without this echo. Okay, my apologies, but yeah, I couldn't leave my phone out here. But I had to go and grab my blackstrap molasses because it's a double deal now with that. So with the blackstrap molasses is gonna do is going to help. Oh Lord, let me get from being so big all up in the camera. The blackstrap molasses is going to enhance the bud charge for my fruiting and flowering plants. It's going to help the fertilizer or help the plants absorb more nutrients. And I also use a water soluble blackstrap molasses. Once again, if you've never been here, all of my um, fertilizers are water soluble because I live in an apartment and I do not have access to a lot of things such as a land to go out and plant things. So everything that I grow is in a container. And I do a lot of hydroponics indoors also, so I have to be able to convert, or what am I trying to say? Combine my fertilizer to make it one for all and all for one. If that makes sense. But this is blackstrap molasses. This is the date that I opened it, and I do that with all of my fertilizers. But anywho, 1 teaspoon per gallon, and that's what I'm doing. 1 gallon, and this works with 1/4 of a teaspoon per gallon. I also keep each spoon for my fertilizer separate inside of the container with the fertilizer. And back to my cup, because this is what I'm going to use right now. And this is what I always use. But the way my arthritis is set up, and because I mix a lot of fertilizer, I need to put y'all down because this don't make no sense. I'm trying to do this with one hand. It just don't. Let me move this out of the way. And I am not a professional with this camera work once again. Comrades in blue, you are authorized to drop your links to your channels and any content creator that you may see that is active in the chat only. Thank you kindly. Your support is greatly appreciated. Let me scroll in the chat real quick because I am missing some stuff. Scrolling in the chat. Thank you for this. Anytime, Nisi. Anytime. I use Master Blend indoors and outdoors. Last year it did well. I'm trying to experiment and grow out organic outdoors. Yes, you have to experiment and try different types of fertilizer. And the reason why I choose water soluble is because it mixes fast, and this is what I've been using. And it's readily available. And it lasts a long time because, as you can see, my blackstrap molasses, this is just an example, but I've had this since 2022 because it's in powder form and it mixes with water by so much. And some of them actually come with a measurer inside of the container, to which I am like a third. Yeah, I got like a third left. So I'll probably have another 1 or 2 years out of it. But anywho, this measuring spoon also has notches on the inside. I can't tell if y'all can see on the inside, but there is a line that has 5 mLs, which is 1 teaspoon, and then the full is a tablespoon. So what I'm going to be using is a teaspoon. So it'll probably, I'll show you where a teaspoon is. Okay, here's a teaspoon. And that's what I'm going to be mixing with my bud charging. Here come the sun. Let me hurry up, y'all. I was trying to beat it. So, let me get the water. And my water, this water has been sitting out versus the water that I condition, which there is a difference. I use a conditioner, not a softener. There is a difference. Don't want to get them confused. But this has just been sitting out, so it's called non-chlorinated or dechlorinated tap water. And it works. And I set it out every day once I'm done. And the conditioner is for if I have to come back, like I said, on a hot day. So what I'm doing is separating my water, getting it ready for mixing. And the reason I use a mixing cup, y'all, is because, like I said, my arthritis. But when you mix a lot of fertilizer, it needs to be well incorporated, especially if you're doing hydroponics. You do not want to pour straight fertilizer into your hydroponic tank and hope and pray that it's going to get mixed around with your whatever you have in there, your pump or your air stones or whatever. That's not good, because that's not how it works. Hydroponics is actually a science. Yes, it is. Science-based. This is a 1/4 teaspoon of my bud charge right here. And I'm going to put it in my mixing cup. And like I said, I keep a spoon of whatever I'm working with, because this also keeps me from over fertilizing my plants. And with hydroponic mixing, let me cover my stuff up because I don't want anything to happen to it, because I ain't got that type of money nor time to do. With hydroponic mixing, you want to make sure everything is well incorporated with each other. So you should mix it for at least a minute or two. With this, which is my mixing cup, people use them to mix their what they mix them for. But I got mine labeled for fertilizer cup. And I keep it with my fertilizer room. But this mixes my fertilizer totally for me. One press and 30 seconds, which it automatically will mix until the 30 seconds is complete. And it'll be well incorporated. And it mixes everything, so I don't have to keep stirring and stirring, to which I will put it in here and rinse it again. And to rinse this, you tap it 2 times and it'll rinse for, I think, 2 minutes, maybe 3. But I ain't got that type of time to do. I'm just trying to get my plants done. So this is how, and showing y'all how I do it, because this is what I do. And I did not bring my pH. Dang it. It's always something, ain't it? I did not, but that's okay. But I usually will pH it, so I'm going to pray for it. Let's have a moment of silence. Because I didn't bring my pH pen out here, but I'm sure it's going to be okay. We got some new people moving in the neighborhood. Early and not late. Oh, well, no, somebody did. Oh, they happy. Oh, let me scroll in the chat while this is mixing. Scrolling in the chat, scrolling in the chat. Plant Magic is a water-soluble plant food. Feeds the soil. Experimenting with it. Kelp. Yes, yes. Also, worm casting. All of that is good. It's just a matter of what you um feed your plants and what you can see a change. If you can't see a change in your plants within, I would say, a week or so of you changing their fertilizer, then it's not a good fit, because something will happen with the leaves or with the flowering or the fruiting. Scrolling in the chat, scrolling in the chat. Okay, Garden of Texas. I can't see what that first one says. BEX. Okay, I don't want to mess it up. But good morning from Texas. Thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. Cricket Peach. Hey, darling. Thank you for scrolling through. One Crafty Sister. Good morning. Thank you for scrolling through. Psalms 146. Good God's glorious morning. Thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. Scrolling in the chat, scrolling in the chat. Good morning, Renee Williams. Thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. I am fertilizing this morning, and I'm about to start. This is my blooming fertilizer and water day. So with this, I am also keeping them separate. That's why I'm putting the fertilizer into this container, because I don't want to give everybody blooming fertilizer, because everybody is not blooming and everybody is not ready to bloom. So this is just to encourage. Oh, dang. Okay, well, this is what I'm gonna do. Where's my spoon? Oh, Lord. Okay, so I'm gonna make sure this is all mixed together, to which it is very well mixed. And then I'm gonna add my blackstrap molasses, because yeah, that's what I almost forgot. I get used to this, working and talking at the same time. I just don't want to be missing anything. So if I'm scattered all over the place, this is why. Because I don't want to come back and be like, oh my gosh, I forgot to. Yeah, no, I don't want to forget to do that. So now this is going to be for the blackstrap molasses. And I know somebody is saying, well, why you didn't mix the blackstrap molasses and the bud charge at the same time? Because there is an order of operation in hydroponics. If you mix your powders or your nutrients, whether liquid or powder or water soluble, whatever you want to call it, if you mix them all together at one time, what's going to happen is called a nutrient lockout, where the plant is not going to be able to absorb all of the nutrients that it needs, and more may not be available than are present, because they can't absorb it. Well, anyway, nutrient lockout, I implore you to look that up, especially if you are growing in hydroponics, because that's important to know. And this is my blackstrap molasses. And using blackstrap molasses, I recommend unsulfured, simply because the sulfur will add salt, and you do not want to add salt unless you're into that type of thing. So just to let you know, unsulfured blackstrap molasses. And I know I've seen people just using sugar, regular sugar and things like that. That's not the same, because it's just not the same. They don't have the iron and the micronutrients that the blackstrap molasses contains. Any sugar, you can put it up against blackstrap molasses and it will fill with nutrients. And blackstrap molasses will win every time. When I do a second repeat mixing, it's just to ensure that the little bits, the little floating bits are also incorporated, because I would still be stirring for about 5 or 10 minutes or so, because that's just how it goes. So if you're having problems with your hydroponic plants, they're doing funny things, the leaves are curling, the changing colors, or just looking crazy in general, it's the order of operations in which you're fertilizing 9 times out of 10. Because there is an order of operation. And I implore you to research that also. All right. So now that my fertilizer is ready. Oh Lord, why would I do that? It's only water, but I'm just saying. I don't know what I was thinking. And this is just to ensure everything is incorporated, like I said. And this is my fertilizer that I'm going to be fertilizing with. Uh-oh. And I'm only going to be hitting my flowering and fruiting plants, allegedly. That's what I'm going to be aiming for, but if it's anybody is close, they can get it too. Oh, let me get some in my little contraption. So I'm not going to mix it in with the water that I am feeding or just watering plants with. Yeah, I can't talk and chew bubblegum at the same time, therefore I had to take a moment of silence to pour my fertilizer, because, yeah, I ain't want to be wasting it out here all over the ground like that. Now, I'm going to leave that so I can see where it's at and not question myself as to where it could possibly be. Now, I will say the only thing that I will not hit with this blooming fertilizer are my marigolds. Simply because they bloom on their own and they don't need my help. This is for my tomatoes, my melons that are flowering, my squash or pumpkin or whatever that is over there. But yeah, here we go. Let me grab y'all. Okay, so this gonna be a bit much. Let me move this out of the way. And I already been down there, and there is nothing flowering down there. I don't need to do those. Oh, I can do my cucumbers. My Wind Down Wednesday cucumbers, to be exact. And oh boy, I need to do an update for July. Okay, so this is my, oh, it's growing over the trellis. I'm gonna have to add another piece. Okay. Lemon cucumber, and cut those off and possibly plant some more. But these were cilantro. They have gone all the way to seed. I just left the flowers up there because they attract insects that protect this. So I'm gonna have to plant some more. It's a bit late, but I'm still gonna do it. But this is my lemon cucumber, and this is my, ooh, excuse me, dragon egg cucumber right here. And they both are flowering. And so is this. I had to cut it back, but my ground cherries. And these are the biggest of the ground cherry. Ooh, they need some serious water, child. They is drooping. The biggest ground cherries ever because they came back from over the winter. And I don't know if that's why. But yeah, they are huge. They usually are small. Like really small. I don't even know how to explain how small those things are. But they are bigger than, well, what I know them to be. And I didn't plant not a single one. And they are popping up in all my pots. And I am talking about nothing because I'm supposed to be fertilizing. Now, I'm finna be mad at myself. So let me continue. I'm finna set this up because I'm gonna need both of my hands for this. And hopefully this is a good angle. Let me scroll in the chat one more good time. If you have not clicked that thumbs up or down to let YouTube know how you feel, please do. It helps support the channel. Thank you kindly. Scrolling in the chat. I always forget molasses. And just get you some and remember it because molasses is good, especially when they're flowering and fruiting. It just depends on the plants that you want to encourage more blooms on. Good morning, Urban Gardening Chronicles. Thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. I am out here fertilizing. Scrolling in the chat. If you're not into that kind of thing. Right. Best yet journey. Good morning, Liddy B. Thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. Bro of a garden? Is that probably of Texas? Oh, I think I spoke to him already. Scrolling in the chat. Hump day. Yes, Mike. Yes. Scrolling in the chat. Thanks for anytime. The Scaredy Cat Gardener. I appreciate you scrolling through. I truly do. Pretty girl, guys. Good morning. Thank you for scrolling through. I'm trying to hurry up, y'all. This sun is coming out. So the first thing that I'm going to fertilize is, like I said, my cucumbers. And then I'm going to hit my tomatoes. Is all of that in the shot? Because I can't come back and touch my phone. All right, y'all. My vision ain't all that good either, apparently. Okay, there we go. And yes, I do have more than 5 or 6 plants in a pot because this is how I grow. My space is too small for me to grow one plant in one pot. So like I said, if it's more than one plant in here and it's not flowering, that's okay. It'll be flowering soon. To which I don't mind. Not at all. But yeah, that's how it works. Plants will only take up what they need. If they don't need it, they won't take it up. And if they get too much of it, it won't be a good look. So I want to be understanding. That's another thing about plants and nutrients. Like, why do people say, I'm pulling this plant out of here because it's stealing nutrients from my fruit tree? No, that's not how that works. But it's a good notion. And pardon me for being tickled, but I just know how it works, and that's not how it works. Because you got to think about it. Everything outside grows together. They don't grow independently away from each other. Plants have a symbiotic relationship. Roots don't get intertangled or intertwined. They're communicating. And when you're separating them, you're disrupting the communication system. And that's why they struggle and blah, blah, blah. But this is just me and my thoughts. I'm just saying, it's a lot of AI stuff out here. Moving on. Anybody over here? Anybody over here? Okay, all my squash is about to eat, so let's do those. Because the sun is coming up and I don't want to just be out here with fertilizer while this sun is coming up. And the reason why I don't do a lot is because I'm going to possibly, well, I know I am. I'm going to hit it with some water because I'm out here watering also. So this is one of my green stalks that I am learning how to grow in still. I have lost numerous of plants in this thing already, but I've grown a lot of stuff in here also. And what I have growing on now, I'm setting up my tripod, y'all. Sorry. These kids is out here early. Is it school not in yet? Or is it vacation or something? Uh-oh. Ooh, that was almost ugly. Luckily, I'm holding on to this. But it's time to harvest these too. Because these are the Joker marigolds that I've been trying to get seeds from. And finally, I can. But I don't know what kind of... If it's a... a pumpkin or a melon, but I'm gonna eat it because I planted it. I'm just saying, I didn't label it, and it's the biggest one and the only one that is on the vine. And I got to get my watering game up because, yeah, I've been disgusted. I done lost fruits, like I said, and that's why I'm here. Let me go and take that off to give it some fertilizer and, you know, try to get some of these flowers to go ahead on and fruit again, because I done missed a whole bunch of them, but not these. Them tomatoes, oh my goodness, it was so big it broke a limb, y'all. So many tomatoes, but I'm finna get them off of here today. Look how yellow. It's called a yellow mandice, and it's supposed to be a dwarf tomato, but that tomato was so big the arm broke with a whole bunch of tomatoes. And here's another squash over here that I am missing fruit on. It looks like I got one, or maybe it ain't opened up yet. Maybe it ain't opened up yet. Okay. Okay, I'm not here for that. I'm here for this. So did I fill it up? I did. So let me hit my squash. I'm gonna hit this one first because it's over here by itself. And this is where it's growing from. And this is my strawberry tower right here. I call myself putting an herb on each level. And I'm just learning from watching Unique's garden. She waters every pocket, so I got to get my watering game up. Look at that leaf now. How is that happening? We're going to get them. Hold on. Because... Ain't no telling when I'm gonna be back, so I might as well get it while I'm looking at it versus trying to come back. And I got some over here I need to get also. And a lot of them I leave just so I'll know if it's getting nutrition, because this is a both nutrition and watering issue. Because like I said, my watering game is not all of that, but I'm working it out. And this is another, I want to say patty pan right here maybe, because those are the only kind of squash that I like that are fast. And this is how I know I need to step my watering game up. I've been missing a lot of fruit. I usually get be done harvested 2 or 3 times by now. Okay, I got to put y'all down so I can pump my sprayer. Okay, maybe, because now my tripod, there we go. Work with me now, work with me. Oh, I guess I need to check my time because it's been a while too, huh? With this good sun coming out, because I can sure move faster without this phone. I appreciate y'all scrolling through, I truly do. And this helps out my vlogs because I can show more of what I do. And what the heck did I just hit that doggone cabbage for? See, that's what I'm talking about, but I ain't tripping because I know they all can use it. But I am going to go over there and hit my melons because they are flowering. This is a new melon for me right here. This is called the Rich Sweetness melon. And it is flowering and catching on the stuff everywhere. Matter of fact, I need to go over there and see if those beans are flowering. So I got a lot of beans over there also. And I try to zoom in on that fertilizer damage over there, because that's exactly what that is that I'm looking at. Or better yet, since I'm here, I'll just go over there because it'll be better to show you. And hopefully I can do it. Oh Lord, there's a lot of spider webs over there, so I'm gonna try to zoom versus getting caught up in them spider webs. So hopefully it'll let me touch my screen in order to do that. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. Okay. Can y'all see the dry, crispy leaves on there? There's a bunch of them. And they're all in a row right there. That is fertilizer burn. That's what that is. And I hope I can get y'all back. There we go. Yeah, that is fertilizer burn from wetting the leaves. My concoction was too strong. So what had happened was I started over here once I was fertilizing, because I always start at the back and the mixture gets weaker as I come forward. But I started over here, and that was the first plant that I hit. And something says, self, don't go all the way up, because my fertilizer, I ain't got enough water in there yet. So I stopped fertilizing the leaves and started doing more of the soil, to which this fertilizer can be used as a foliar spray also. but it just needs to be diluted more than what the package says. So if it says a quarter of a teaspoon, you got to go less than that, which is probably, I don't know, a pinch, an eighth, I don't, what's less than a quarter. But yeah, that's how that works. Scrolling in the chat, scrolling in, uh-oh, it jumped. Pretty girl. AI, yeah, that junk get on my nerves. I cannot. And they just be spewing out information and they people be like, oh, I can grow a tomato out of a, no, you cannot do that in real life. That is some AI generated stuff. There is no such thing as a blue watermelon. Like, where are they getting? Let me get off of that. But anywho, Mr. Bowtie Life. Hey, Dave. Triple G. Greetings, global gardeners. From the heart of Old Destin, where the first chandelier has officially gone back. Is that chandelier? In the house. Oh, yeah, you're doing home improvements. Okay, that's what's up. Look at home. Okay, Mr. That's good, Dave. That is awesome. Glad to hear it's growing well for you. I've been out here fertilizing my plants, showing different things that happen, talking about fertilizer. I'm gonna get into my garden soon, see how much damage the storms. Oh yeah, the damage it did. I had to reseed my Easy Cube over there because the wind blew it off the porch. Yes, it did. Blew it off the porch with everything. So I reseeded that. And it's looking pretty good. That's why I want to go over there. Oh, I do see some bean flowers. So it's going to get some of this good fertilizer too. Because I've been waiting on my beans. Yes, I have. Okay, let me scroll in the chat because I think I see. Yep. Scroll in the chat one more good time. Hopefully not much peach. Okay, Mike's still up. Miss Alice, don't hurt the harvest. Hey, thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. Howdy, y'all. About to walk out into this garden before work. Okay, Unique's Garden, thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. Everything is looking great over there. Look, I want to grow like you, but my stuff growing like this. I get it together. This is my first time growing in them. I can say I'm growing my strawberries very well. Yes, I can. And that's what I'm most happy about because I wanted a new strawberry tower. This is my oldest strawberry tower that I have out here that was damaged by the ice. But it's still growing plants, so I didn't throw it away. But this is going to be my new strawberry tower right here. And I'm happy for it. Yes, I am. I just got to learn how to grow. Make sure my junk grow good. Because I ain't got no doggone squash yet. Like, I'm ready to eat. Some patty pans. Scrolling in the chat. Scrolling in the chat. A ray of sunshine. Hello. Thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. Scrolling in the chat, scrolling in the chat. What had happened was my favorite phrase. All right, it always means listen up. Yes, indeed, David. That's exactly what that means. I got something to say, and yeah, pay attention because I don't want to repeat myself. They got me saying that it was going to be a purple watermelon in a few years. Oh no, Miss Alice, it's easy to believe the hype because there it is just like you want it because you see it and it's pretty and you want to, yeah, but no. Got to research that a little bit more, or actually you have to grow it in order to know that it don't work like that. Scrolling in the chat, and you are already good at pushing the boundaries so it will get there. I have a couple of those smaller towers. Okay, bush beans. That's a good idea. I can get them out of my easy cube. I was just gonna fill it back up with more strawberries because these strawberries over here running crazy still. That came back. So I just been putting the runners back into the back into the tower. Okay, it look like I done caught up. And yeah, it look like that good hour, y'all. Woohoo, because the sun is coming up. So Team Replay, if you have made it this far into my vlog, I appreciate you scrolling through and taking your time to click that like button because it helps support the channel. And hang on one time, because I done dropped my tripod. I'll get it together eventually. There we go. Okay, here we go. Anywho, peace and love, my gardening comrades. Heal thyself. It can be done. I'm out. Have a productive day on purpose.